Well, and like Harry Potter has essentially changed all of our lives, especially as children growing up with the stories, but how has like being in the movies changed your lives?
I think it's changed it beyond any record, like anything I could recollect before it. I think just because we were able to go from obscurity, really, like all my friends at school, no one did anything like acting, and then to go into that world is totally different, and then be able to travel with it and meet people on a daily basis who appreciate what we've done is a pretty cool thing.
That's fantastic. So Fred in the movie says, I think we've outgrown a full-time education. Is that how you guys felt when you guys auditioned for the movie? Or?
No, not at all. We just purely went because it was a great opportunity to get in a film, and it just happened to be, you know, a big thing and something that we were familiar with because we'd read the movies. But yeah, I wouldn't say outgrown education at the age of 14.
How was it like working with each other?
Horrible.
Vile, yeah.
Did you go through a period of sibling rivalry, or is it pretty?
It's pretty even, really.
It's pretty even, although we've always had that.
There's
always
always
twin thing or what, but very competitive with each other, regardless of what it is. But I don't think that was affected at all by us working together or anything.
What do you guys miss most about working on the movies?
I think just being the day-to-day hanging out with the guys who we work with, like the other cast members, because we were a pretty tight-knit bunch and we were working together, but yeah, we still keep in contact with the vast majority of them. So, but yeah, I guess it's just the day-to-day hanging out.
Is there anybody in particular that you make a point of keeping in contact with?
Not really making a point of keeping in contact, but like you just naturally still hang out and still speak to quite a few. I mean, Alfie Enoch's on our cricket team, so we see each other every week in the summer, so that's pretty fun. And we still play golf with a few of the other chaps, so yeah, it's all good.
I've read that you guys are living in California now.
Yeah, everyone keeps telling us that.
No, it's on your Wikipedia page.
It is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's got to be true.
It's on the internet.
Yeah.
It must be true.
So that's not true, obviously.
That's not true. No,
okay.
No. I wish.
Well, it was if you were asked 7 months ago.
Yeah, we were there for a bit, but we still go. Like, well, home is England still, but yeah, we go back to California every so often.
Yeah. And so, walking through the exhibit, there's obviously a lot of detail paid to the props. Is there a favorite prop that you guys have from the movies that you used, or?
Yeah, I think the wand. I know it's probably an obvious answer, but because each wand was different to each character, so yeah, it's cool to be able to see that, and it's a shame I wasn't able to keep it at the end of filming.
Did you guys have to go through like wand training, or?
They tried to once. We literally walked on our way to where there was this chap teaching people how to, and he was very over the top. And we walked through, and there was James, myself, Ruth, and I can't remember who else it was. We were walking, and they were. We could see through the window. You could see like Matt and Ivana and Bonnie, and this guy was really getting into it. And we were like walking, forget that. Turned around and went the other way. Because it's quite funny, like when you see school kids playing Potter in the playground. That's basically what we were doing on the final sequence. And then they obviously added everything else in separately afterwards.
Did you guys take anything from the set?
Not legally, no. So I mean, a small, like I got a coin from Gringotts, which is very unique either side. Are the coins from Gringotts here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's because they're in my house. But it, like that, and then something for, like an item from the Skywin snack boxes, which I know are here. So like you can see just the detail that goes into it. So I've got those in my office, which is, you know, if Warner Brothers ever wanted them back.
And your characters in the movie, obviously the Weasley twins opened the Weasley Wheezes. If you guys could bring any of your inventions to life, which one would you do?
The pimple cream, because I'd be absolutely minted. I think that there's one that they did with, there's a video, it's actually in it of a guy walking up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The anti-gravity boots or something. I think that'd be pretty cool to have.
Dark matter would be quite good, just for dramatic effect. Yeah.
since you've traveled so much with this exhibition and with the movies, what's some of the ways that you've seen the Harry Potter movies have affected people or affected different cities that really kind of surprised you?
I think it's just the cool thing about the Potter is that everywhere we go, there's an excitement about the tour being here, or I mean, like even in non-speaking English countries, it's suddenly like it's a big thing for people to go and see, and it's there's not many things what can do that and generate such an interest. And I think it's cool that we're all, we're able to be here and have a very easy sell when you're telling people about the Potter exhibition. 2.5 years after the final film has come out. So that still blows my mind. That's still, people are still, wicked, go and check that out.
And how does that affect you guys as actors to be part of that, or have been part of that?
I wouldn't say it affects us in the sense of like toward starts from doing other jobs or anything, because it doesn't. Like doing things like this, it's only a week of our life kind of thing in certain locations. So, and it's no problem at all because we have great fun doing it, and it's also cool because being so close to it, we don't really appreciate how big it is globally. So coming to the other side of the world to -23 or whatever it is outside, seeing people like all there checking it out, and I'm sure on Friday and Saturday, or Saturday even, it's going to be heaving. I've heard they've sold out quite a lot already. Mm-hmm. So it just shows the draw it's got and how much it means to people. And us being so close to it, I don't think we can appreciate it fully to what it means to the audience.
I was just going to say, Brianna's from Where Edmonton, the magazine that you see in all the hotels. You guys are doing some stuff in Edmonton this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Oilers.
Yeah, we're going taking them to the Oilers game.
They thought you doing that.
Yeah.
So you can watch them lose.
Yeah,
Have you watched hockey
that's what
before?
everyone keeps saying. But the last two games you saw on TV, they won both of them.
They did well, yeah. Actually,
They did really well.
It's one thing we do in most of the cities or places we go. We want to go and see what the local sports team is, whatever sport it is. We'll try and get involved, because that's normally the best way to see what a city's about, their people are about, because it's their natural environment, if you will. Like I say, it's quite cool, and it seems to be it's the only sport in town, hockey here.
In the winter.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to check that out.
Oh, you'll see an environment, that's for sure.
And
what he really wants to do is go to a curling tournament. If you have,
That's
not here. We'll be here in February.
No, I would rather watch paint dry. Still watch curling.
Yeah, well, but yeah, what would you say are in this exhibit 5 of the things, or just any of the things that people must see that's kind of different that people might walk by, but they really have to pay attention to?
Well, actually, when we're doing all the press stuff in there today, I noticed something in there which I haven't seen in any of the other exhibitions I've been to. It's the 6th or 7th one.
This 10th.
That I've been to.
Oh, that you've been to? Yeah, probably the 6th or 7th.
6th, yeah. And there was like something from the 7th movie, which is Bill Weasley's certificate for whatever, which was on Umbridge's desk, which I never even knew existed or anything, and you see it and it's so you just don't just run through it, only see the big things. And like if you actually have a look at it, you see the detail on things like the Daily Prophet, like the like that for the article, for example. But my favourite thing is the big dragon from the fourth film that's in there. So a lot of it was CGI, but a lot of it is they still build a full size thing as reference for it. So I think that's pretty cool, and I'd love it to be on my driveway at home. So maybe having a word when this is all.
It's like there's on the way out, just poking from behind one of Dumbledore's outfits, is Dobby. And it's like the model of Dobby, because I think a lot of people thought he was just 100% computer animated. Yeah. So that was quite cool seeing him there. Like you see some people, he's really. There's an actual proper Dobby. So that's quite a cool thing that people may not be expecting to see. But yeah, definitely look out for that.
Cool, thank you.
So not necessarily about Harry Potter, but I'm also a twin, and I know that me and my twin, we get like the weird twin connection. Do you guys have any of that at all?
I've never had it in my life. No, it must be a Canadian thing.
So there's been rumor of Diagon Alley opening up your shop, basically. Have you guys filmed any footage for that? Or
In what?
in Diagon Alley in Orlando, Florida?
Oh, right.
We haven't filmed any footage for that.
No. I'm going to. I'm in Florida for a friend's wedding over in the new year. So I know there's a few guys from Universal, so I may swing by at some point, but I don't.
Do guests
really should
go
have prepared.
ballistic when you like step inside Harry Potter land?
We're very fortunate that when we had the full walkthrough of it, it wasn't even open, so we could fully appreciate it. And still, like every kid's dream was sitting on the front of the roller coaster saying, and again. But we've shot some stuff for them since about a year or two after it opened, and we'd start shooting like 4 a.m. before the park opened, so we could get it in, and then eventually they'd open the gates, and it was a bit hairy.
You gave it hairy, yeah. So
we learned some escape route, fire escapes and everything, but on the whole, it is a really cool place as well to check out. Yeah.
What was your guys' favorite scene to film in the movies?
Favourites. I think either the joke shop scene. That was cool because you see the build up and everything too. That people saying you want to see that set. You get there and it's like 3 stories tall. It's packed with people and everything. That was really cool. Or the Yule Ball sequence in Goblet of Fire. Again, because it was people were saying the Great Hall looks wicked today.
Yeah.
Or that whole week, and it was the week before Christmas, so everyone was getting a bit of a festive spirit anyway. We'd been taught for 3 weeks how to do the waltz, which is pretty cool. And then just all that coming together, that's very memorable.
How about any of the Quidditch scenes? Did you guys get to do your own stunts for them? Or?
Yeah, but to be honest, Quidditch was pretty boring.
Really?
To do after a while, because you're in a green screen.
I also heard it was really uncomfortable.
No, it was all right actually. Well, they developed the saddle.
Oh,
So
okay.
by the end, it was a nice saddle, but it was they got a bit. It was very repetitive doing the Quidditch sequences. I mean, it was still fun to do and beyond this technology, which was pretty much invented for that sequence. But at the same time, there's only so many times you can pretend to hit a bludger away.
I think we have time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions, and then we'll probably take a couple photos, and then you guys can go back down to the exhibit. So if everyone has 1 question more.
Sure. I was going to say, how did you manage a work-life balance filming the back-to-back, or is work just so much fun it didn't matter?
It became life, didn't it?
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, it's really when you're doing your job, I kind of like give it. You've got to go for it, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like I did a stage show early this year, and I very much lived that from start. I mean, that's a lot more intense, obviously, because you need to remember a lot more all the time. But yeah, you pretty much just get on with it and put it all on board. So you have to make sacrifices and everything, but you know it's not full-time sacrifices. So it's an enjoyable job.
Thank you.
So you've been attached to a Hamlet adaptation for screen. Can you tell us anything about that? Apparently.
Yeah, it's been going on a hell of a long time. We haven't done anything for it or anything, so I can't really give you any more information on it at the moment.
Yeah, all we know is it's supposed to be moving next year sometime, but we'll see when that happens. But excited to do it though.
Cool.
And one thing you absolutely want to do visiting Canada, or specifically Alberta, in our 3 feet of snow.
One thing that I do want to do.
Or something you want to try out.
That I want to try out. I don't know. Well, I'm not even lying. Like the oil is a big thing because that's one of the only hockey teams I could have named before I actually went to a game a couple of years ago. And also, I'd love to check out like Jasper or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to have time on this trip, but it's definitely something I'd like to come back to and see because everyone says how amazing it is.
Yeah, and if you make the most of 3 foot snow. So yeah, that'd be cool to check out the countryside and everything around here because there seems to be a lot of it to do.
Do you guys have any real life pranks that you perform that stand out above any of the others? I heard about the switching roles during the rehearsal when you were younger.
So, yeah, we don't really. I mean, we do pranks. What I can tell you about? I don't know. I'm trying to think. We do. I mean, we do have fun. You know, when we do these things. I'm trying to think of a good prank.
they actually did prank me earlier.
That's why I'm looking at him.
Yeah, they